All hail.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of making videos on this subject. And every time I think I'm done, I get harassed, bothered, annoyed, pick a synonym here, by the same creepy old piece of shit who I have made clear many a time I am turning into worm food if I ever meet him offline. I'm sick of being stalked by the bastard. I'm sick of being harassed by the prick. I'm sick of him constantly bothering me with the same shit over and over and over again. And the same goes for his pathetic pedo-shaggy loser friend who seems to lack any nutsack whatsoever and only seems to poke his ugly head up when he knows his frog buddy is right there behind him, ready to fight his battles for him. I hate these two motherfuckers, and if they ever end up dead prematurely, I will be the happiest man on the fucking planet. Emphasis on man, because I'm pretty sure the scumbag in question's sister will be happy he's gone for all the things he admitted to doing to her as a kid. And that leads me into the crux of this video. See, I am a firm believer that every child should be allowed to be a child. Every child should be allowed to enjoy the innocence of childhood. Now, no, the world's not always a pleasant place. The world's not always a nice place. The world's not always an enjoyable place. But when you're a child, you have an innocence that you lose as you get older and you get more aware. And I think every child should be entitled to keep that innocence. Because I kind of miss the days where I thought one day everything would be fucking awesome. Where I couldn't wait to grow up. Where fucking, things were looking bad for me. Hey, one day it'd be better than they fucking are now. Or whatever, syntax, whatever. Don't really fucking care. My point is, when I was younger, you have that innocence, you have that fucking optimism that the world's going to be awesome when you're older because the world's such a great place when you're a kid. You're going to grow up to be whatever you want to be. You're going to do whatever you want to do, Might come true, it might not, but as you're a child, you've got that innocence, you've got that naivety. And I think every single kid on the planet should be allowed to retain that for as long as humanly possible, because adulthood can be fucking brutal. It really can. And that's why I despise the nameless assholes who shall remain nameless due to their cowardly privacy complaints whenever anyone makes a video on the assholes. They sicken me. Because asshole A, the spit and petted retard, who I would like to reenact the opening scene of American History X with, robbed his sister of her innocence and brags about it as an adult and doesn't seem to understand why that makes him the lowest piece of filth on the planet. And whether it's by design or it's the fact that he's told himself so many times over the years he's not a worthless piece of shit that he started to believe it, don't know, don't care. Either way, I hate the cunt. And it's not just because of the obnoxious, annoying, persistent bullshit online. It's because underneath the goofy speech impediment, the ugly face, the bung eyes, the jug ears, the stupid shit he says, the fact that he's clearly not very bright, remove all the silly bullshit and the man's a fucking monster. Okay? Pedophiles fucking sicken me, disgust me, revolt me. I have been through this so many fucking times on my channel that I'm sick of it. But I need an outlet because every time I deal with this bastard, I'd like to smack him in the fucking face, but he's nowhere near me. So I can't rap 4 upside the head and get that physical fucking satisfaction knowing I've hurt this cunt. So the best I can do is yell at a camera. And every time I deal with this fucking asshole, his narcissism comes out. Now, the dickhead in question, as everyone that's dealt with him knows, there is a special type of no self-awareness going on there. Very special type of no self-awareness. Very special type of egocentrism and idiocy. The guy's a fucking dropkick. But there's the fact that this asshole spends his entire online life amongst a community of other pedophiles. And in that community, they talk amongst themselves, and they suck each other off, and they jerk each other's egos off, and they tell each other that, you know, the rest of us, the normal people, the ones that aren't filth, are wrong. We're the horrible ones, we're the bastards, we're the nasty ones, because we fucking hate these people for the fact they want to rob children of that innocence. They use all the weasel words, they use all the bullshit articles, they use all the fucking little intellectual dishonesty they want to use to convince themselves they're not filth. Newsflash, assholes, you are. None of us are wrong in what we feel about you. But they have these little pedophile fucking communities they hang around in and try and convince themselves that there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. Froggy, for example. Every time I talk to this dickhead, I mock him, I make fun of him, I tell him exactly what I'm going to do to him if we're ever face to face, and that his mother is going to be down one kid, and his sister is probably going to be the most happy woman on the fucking planet because of what he did to her. I'm not going into details, but those of us who are engaged as Discord server and have had this conversation with Minuteman and Athena the guitarist know exactly what this cunt said, and it's quite fucking frankly revolting. Anyway, to the point, because I keep, you know, I'll get to the point. My point is, every time I talk to this cunt, I mock him. And he has deluded himself and told himself that he's a worthwhile human being and that he is the good guy in the situation and that being a pedophile is somehow a-okay by him. He tells himself that I'm the bad guy because I make fun of him. And I make fun of the rest of this pedophile community. His sidekick told me outright that I'm why the dickhead put his fucking little Facebook profile on private. There are a lot of open posts I've gone and made fun of Pedo Shaggy on. But Froggy, I will pull out his photos because he is ugly looking. And if you know the guy I'm talking about, you will verify that he is extremely fucking ugly. And I make fun of that. His speech impediment, from the chat he had with Gage, I make fun of because it's hilarious. And he has a cry about that. I make yo mama jokes. He has a fucking cry about that. And every single insult I lobby at this middle-aged cocksucker, he tries to turn it around into, I would never do that to you. You are the big guy here. You are a fucking asshole. You are a dick. And him and his little asshole community has turned me into this fucking visage of Satan. I'm not the pedophile here. Everything I do to this cunt is justified because he's a pedophile. Anything I do to this cunt, hey, I'm the first to admit I'm an asshole. And I'm never going to tell you otherwise. I'm upfront and honest with the fact I'm a total prick, especially when you piss me off. But this guy's a literal pedophile. He argues for child molestation. He argues for adults having contact with children. He argues for adult-child relationships. Not a thing. He argues for statutory rape to be a-okay. He argues for all sorts of fucked up bullshit. He's lied and claimed he's not a pedophile, yet he's told people about molesting his sister. He even tries to use weasel words for that shit. But he has convinced himself he's the fucking good guy in the situation. So it's like this, Froggy, because I know you're probably going to end up on this video because you have nothing better to fucking do than stalk me, harass me, annoy my friends. Even though we've told you several times over the years to fuck off, leave us alone. We're not interested in having a debate about the ethics of fucking pedophilia because there are none and there's no argument to be made. You're wrong, end of. I make fun of your ugly fucking face. You're a pedophile. I make fun of your speech impediment. You're a pedophile. I make fun of your mother. You're a fucking pedophile. I make fun of all of your physical shortcomings, all of your personal shortcomings. I rip on you like a motherfucker. You are a pedophile. You have no moral high ground on me. You have no right to try and cast me as the bad guy. Even though your little gaggle of fuckwits jerk each other off and tell each other, it's okay, we are perfectly fine, Damo was just an evil meanie-head. You cunts are the pedophiles, okay? And this is this narcissism within these fuckwits. They have all convinced themselves that there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. So if we go too far, we're the bad guys. This fuckwit has called me a dick and an asshole multiple times. I am a dick and an asshole, but I'm not a fucking pedophile, which puts me here and you cunts all the way down here. Okay? Pedophiles are the lowest form of scum on the planet. The world would be a much better place if anybody that argues for offending pedophiles, anybody that argues for child molesters to go at it with kids, and anybody that openly brags, fucking proudly champions the fact that they've molested kids, their own relatives, whatever, the world would be a better place if there was a law enacted that we could just gun you motherfuckers down in the street. You're animals. You deserve to be treated like animals. Okay? This group of fucking idiots and this one ugly, jug-eared, bung-eyed fuckwit in particular, you're not good people, no matter how you want to fucking slice it. You are the worst pieces of filth on this fucking planet. Okay? I don't often like to admit things gets me on the internet, you know, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, be it here. A lot of the cunts I have beef with, there's an element of fun to it, okay? There's an element of fun where I make fun of some cunt and it amuses me. You know, me and my friends. I get some enjoyment out of it. I stopped ranting about pedophiles because there was no joy in it. There are a bunch of people I've made enemies of and there's been an element of fun to taking the piss out of it, to ranting on them. No matter who they are, there's some underlying element no matter how mad I got. There's no fun talking to or ranting about these fucking sick bastards. Because this isn't some guy making shit AFL videos trying to be a fucking poser on the internet. This isn't some dickhead in Finland being a hypocrite and showcasing what a failure he is. This is a bunch of evil, sick fucking people trying to justify what they do. Trying to justify themselves as people. Trying to act like they are some semblance of decent human being. You're just a bunch of evil, hideous, sick, disgusting filth who deserves to be fucking dead. There are millions and millions of good people dying every day. Yet people like these cunts are still wasting oxygen. This isn't a slight dislike. This isn't partial disdain. For Frogboy, Pedo Shaggy and their little group, I genuinely hate these motherfuckers. I genuinely wish the worst on all of them. I genuinely wish all the misery in life humanly possible. The cunt in question I've been ranting about, he's already been fucked up the ass by karma because if you know what the cunt looks like, look at him. Listen to him. The face. The voice. Everything about him. He's less than. But the world deserves to dish out karma to these sick fucks. Harder than that. I don't find this shit amusing. I hate these cunts. The bit that bothers me more than anything is I'd like to commit acts of physical violence on these cunts. And this is the part where people can take the fucking piss all they want. I don't care. You're not getting Damian Skyfire, the inter-fucking-tainer. You're getting my genuine fucking internal thoughts and shit. I'd love to commit acts of harm against these fucking cunts. The bit that I hate the most about these cunts, beyond their disgusting personalities and behaviour, it's the fact I can't fucking put an end to them myself. It's the fact that every time one of them speaks to me, I can't just turn around and dole out 4 knuckles to the face. And worse. Because I'd fucking love nothing more. These people are just hideous, evil disgusting filth. Nothing more, nothing less. There are no fucking distinctions you could make to make these people seem like good people, because they're not. In fact, they're barely fucking people. I didn't want to fucking rant on this shit again because I'm sick of it. The cunt in question has been told to fuck off how many times I don't know, and can't seem to get it through that disabled little fucking brain of his. I'm done with you fucking assholes. Give it a fucking rest. What you think is disgusting, what you do is fucking reprehensible. And anybody that ever catches you cunts doing that with anybody they know is going to bludgeon you, and rightfully fucking so. I'm gonna sign off because I'm getting fucking worked up, and yeah. There's nothing more that needs to be said. I'm Damian Skyfire. Till next time.